About 20 years ago, the internet was an escape from the real world. Now it's just the opposite. Now that 10-minute walk outside is an escape from your computer screen. Instead of spending an hour a day on our computers like we used to when we were kids, now we spend an hour a day outside. And that's if we even spend an hour outside. We usually don't. So my day personally looks something like this. I'll wake up around 8:30, 9. I'll do a little bit of a quick morning routine, wash my face. Sometimes I'll read a book. And then I'll jump straight into some YouTube work like editing videos, recording videos. I'll have lunch, and then in the afternoon, I'll go to my university and study. I'll meet up with a few friends, we'll study together. And then after studying, after university and everything's finished, I'll either go to the gym, I'll go out to the park and train. And then I'll come home, I'll have dinner, and then that's it. Maybe some more YouTube editing at night. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, yes, I am productive. Yes, this is grinding and I'm using my time wisely. But what happened to all of those times where you just play outside, you're in the grass, you're living life? Today I went to the park next to me and I literally grounded with my hands on my feet. So I think I can even show you my feet are pretty black. I didn't wash them yet. I'm gonna take a shower right now. I'm not filthy. But yeah, those days, man, those days are just something else. And first of all, if you see the sun outside, if you open your weather app and you see that it's sunny today or sunny the next week or the next few days, bro, just go outside. Don't waste the opportunity. So here in Germany, the last 3 days it was raining, but last week it was actually really, really good. Every single day I would go outside, I would ground for at least 1 hour, 2 hours. I'd remove my shirt and just be in the sun and sit in the sun. That's so amazing for your mental health. It just makes you feel human again, and that's what we are made to do. We're meant to be outside, connecting with nature, being there, being present. And sitting down is not normal, bro. Sitting down for 5 hours, 10 hours a day, it's not normal. It's not normal for your brain or for your body. And personally, as men, we have this fire and aggression inside of us. Even if we're productive, we're just still sitting down. And that's suppressing our aggression and suppressing our male desire to conquer the world. And that's where depression and anxiety come in. They come in when men who have this desire to conquer the world, this desire to do so much, when they're seeking outlets and self-medication through entertainment, through hub, through lust, just because the natural outlet to this male aggressiveness is being blocked. This lifestyle that we're living right now, it doesn't allow us to express this male aggression and energy and fire and desire. Just go back 500 years, bro. How were men living? Their testosterone was 10 times what we have now. And that's because they would wake up, they would go, they would talk to 100 beautiful women, then they would go and conquer the world and throw logs around and fight and compete against other men and go and hunt for food. They'd take care of their families, they'd do all of this stuff. They would travel and go on horses and they would build stuff, they would create stuff. The men, the tribes, they would protect their tribes, their families, and all this amazing stuff. Maybe not 500 years ago, maybe 50,000 years ago or something like that, but still, you know. And that is where life is. Days that we used to have, those special, those precious days. And now in the present day, our testosterone is as low as ever. We're the most safe, we have the most technological evolution that we've ever experienced before. Yet we're even more depressed than we've been in the past century. Anxiety, depression are at an all-time high. And it's not a coincidence, in my opinion, it really isn't. We're being fed seed oils. There's microplastics everywhere. Processed foods, cereals. They tell you don't eat eggs because it raises your cholesterol. Don't eat butter because it's bad for your heart health. They tell you don't eat steak because of this, because of that. Avoid red meat, it causes this and that. Those are the same companies that are profiting from cereals. They sell cereals, grains, and all of the opposite foods. And that's why they're telling you don't buy those other foods, the foods that are actually healthy for you, so that you can buy their foods instead. And do you think they care about your health, your testosterone, your vitality? No, they don't. We're eating the wrong foods, we're living the wrong life. Our energy is being suppressed. We have all this energy that's not being expressed. It's just being suppressed because of the lifestyles, the way we live. And that's honestly a shame, man. And when this energy builds up inside of you and you don't express it as it should be expressed through these outlets, then it starts to build up inside of you as negativity, as negative energy in the form of depression, anxiety, anger, grief, guilt. And when it builds up to a certain point, that's when things get really bad. That's when your mental health is very, very bad, because this energy that we have can build up very, very quickly. It can either go towards the positive or the negative side. So I'm gonna tell you guys another story about my phone. In the year 2020, January 22, I had a school trip to Nepal, and this was the best and most amazing school trip of my life. So I remember the iPhone I had back in the day, it was an iPhone 5C or something. I don't even know, I don't think it was that long ago. Maybe it was an iPhone 7, and I don't know for what reason, but I decided to keep it at home. So for the entire 7-day trip, I had zero phone. I couldn't open and check my messages every 10 minutes. I couldn't go on Snapchat, Instagram, and YouTube. And this was almost the ultimate dopamine detox. I remember we had so many memories and it was just amazing. This one time when we were hiking up the mountains and the amazing breathtaking scenery, that feeling of completing a day of hiking, a long tough day where you're just hiking for 4, 5, 6, 7 hours. And we just got back to the place we were staying and we just talked. We'd stay up all night till 3 a.m., 4 a.m. and we'd just have these conversations and we'd just talk and we'd just hang out. It was amazing. amazing. And I think it was just as amazing because I didn't have this here. Imagine how different the experience would be. I'm walking around, I tap my pocket just to see if my phone's there and I didn't lose it. My phone rings for a second and I have to check, what is it? I get a notification on Snapchat, I open it and then I get lost. My mom texts me something, oh, are you okay? What's wrong? Why haven't you been talking to me? Why didn't you send me any text messages? I mean, there are just 100 things why this thing over here is just not good, bro. Like now this is almost an extension of our physical bodies because we look at it so much. Imagine the connection you'd have to a person if you look at him or her directly in the eyes, straight eye contact, as much as you look at your phone. You two would literally become one. If you have a partner, girlfriend, wife, and you just make such intense eye contact for that long, as long as you stare at your phone every single day, bro, you'd become spiritually enlightened in every single possible way. You two would become one. Soulmates. The most signals that are sent to your brain come from your eyes, the light that enters your eyes, the things that you see. And nowadays the things that we see are all here. So that's it. It's time. Reduce your screen time, remove your phone, and just live in the real world. I remember in Nepal on that school trip, we're just going to a restaurant. I remember just the feeling of it was just so nice. We're in the hotel and we're getting ready. You know, I'm brushing my teeth, I'm changing my clothes, and I only have the small bag, so everything's so messy, and I end up throwing my clothes on the bed, and then I have to fold my clothes in a certain way just to make them fit the bag, and then putting on my shoes, leaving the room, going down to the hotel where we all meet up, and then walking to that restaurant, sitting down, ordering food, talking to everyone, trying food that you literally never tried before. And I don't think these experiences would have been such amazing memories if my phone was there with me. But if I had my phone there, I could have taken more pictures and more memories, but the memories are here. I don't need the memories here. I actually do have them because my friends took pictures or whatever, but the most important memories are here in your mind, because that's where your entire existence lives, up here. Your entire life is a single player game. And I remember just as we got back from Nepal after that school trip, 1 week later, everything closed down, everything shut down. 2020, the lockdown happened and all of that stuff. And then 2 years of being antisocial, not talking to anybody, playing video games, binging movies, watching all of this stuff, eating junk food, fapping like 4 times a day. And then halfway through, I actually discovered no fap, and that's the story for another day. And honestly, if there were to be one thing that's good for your brain, it's social interactions. The right sweet spot between normal social interactions with friends and family, and then another romantic social side with your girlfriend or whatever. That's it, bro. There's so much more to your life than your damn phone. And I'm sure I'm not the only one who thinks about 1950s, our grandparents' times, and I just think those times must have been so amazing. Yes, it was harder. Yes, there was less technology and information access, but I feel like it was just so much more authentic with social interactions, and you're just alive. That was real life, you know. You wake up, you go to the street to get breakfast, and you meet 100 people along the way, and you talk and you meet new people, then you travel across the city and cool stuff like that. And now you wake up and you open TikTok and Instagram and you death scroll, you doom scroll for 2 hours before waking up and getting out of bed just to push yourself to do something productive that you don't even like. That's just me. That's what I think. It's my personal opinion. If you like this video, subscribe. I'm Dan. I make videos like these multiple times a week, and don't forget, become the person who could have saved their younger self. Take care, and you got this, bro.